Hey YouTube peeps, this is Nick from Evil Shred Fitness and I've got a video for you today. I want to talk about protein today because protein is one of the main building blocks of muscle building. And as part of my ongoing series of what I've been reading to improve my knowledge in this field or in the fields of fitness and bodybuilding, I think that talking about protein and giving you guys a concise introduction to protein is a good idea. So let's get started. So protein is one of the building blocks of muscle tissue. We require protein in our diet in order to build muscle. We already know this, but what is protein? What is it made up of? So protein is made up of up to 20 amino acids, 11 of which are what we call non-essential amino acids. What this means is that our body already produces these amino acids, meaning that we don't need to get these proteins from an external source such as food. Then the remaining 9 amino acids called essential amino acids, these are the ones we want to focus on, okay? Because these are the amino acids that make up a protein which our bodies don't produce naturally. So we need to get it from an external source. So we need to eat foods that are high in these amino acids. So we want to try and eat clean, good sources of protein such as meats, such as eggs, plant-based proteins such as legumes, lentils, soy protein, whey protein. All of these kinds of proteins are very high in amino acids, most of which have a complete amino acid profile that is needed for muscle growth. Some proteins are still good but don't necessarily have all amino acids, meaning that we need to combine all our protein intake in order to get that complete profile, okay? So anything like legumes and nuts might not necessarily be classed as what we call complete proteins because they don't have all of the amino acids that are required. So we need to especially for vegetarians and vegan bodybuilders, they need to be able to eat a wide range of different protein in order to complete that amino acid profile. So there's a lot of studies that talk about this, but it's generally accepted that you need to try and get as much as 1.8 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So for me, I weigh about 60 kilograms, which is not a lot, which means I need to eat about 120 grams of protein per day. It's best to try and consume this protein over the course of the day as opposed to in one go. This is because our bodies are not capable of digesting and appropriately using the protein if we eat, say, 60 grams of protein in 1 hour. It's not going to be as beneficial to us as if we spread that out over the course of, say, 6 to 8 hours. One study to support this claim was conducted by Simmons et al. And he conducted an analysis where participants were split into 2 groups. One group would consume 30 grams of protein in one meal, and the other group would consume 90 grams of protein in a meal. This analysis was interesting because no protein synthetic advantages were found in the 90-gram group over the 30-gram group, while these participants were in non-exercising conditions. So what this means is that on, say, a rest day, when we're not working out, if I was to consume 90 grams of protein in a meal, this would have no benefit over a 30-gram protein meal. So in other words, the bulk of the protein from my 90-gram meal is probably going to go to waste, so it's not really useful to me. So though the data collected was conducted on non-athletic participants, namely young and elderly people, it would be interesting to see whether there would be a significant change in a study conducted on athletic individuals and bodybuilders. That will be a research topic I can look at in a future post. So a general good guideline would be to eat 20 grams of protein in a meal every 3 to 4 hours, especially before and after workouts. When our bodies go through a process of muscle breakdown, we need to be able to have that protein at the ready in order for muscle protein synthesis to occur. So I would typically drink a protein shake, which I'd also have carbs in there as well, so I'll put oats in there after my workouts. I might have milk in it as well, just for the added calories. And then later on in the evening, I would typically have a meal of rice and chicken or beans combined with vegetables as well. So I get that good healthy balance of high protein, high carbs and a high amount of vegetables as well. So that's the end of today's vlog. I hope you found it useful, and make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you found it useful. Thanks very much guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.